Facebook's back.
Welcome back. This is Denise Nostrom, the financial chick, with my co-host Mike Scudero.
Hi again, Denise. Second half.
Second half, ready to rock and roll, and then the weekend's going to start. OMG. No, this is good, though. I'm excited.
I was gonna say something, but it always upsets you, so I'll keep it in.
Go ahead, say it.
I was gonna say, might as well be Tuesday.
Oh, my gosh. No, stop it. I told you this. This is like the people that are like, oh, it's only X amount of months till Christmas. I'm like,
Yep.
just stop it. One guy, one of my friends, and he listens sometimes. I don't know if he's on today, but he posted a picture of like a snowstorm on his on his Facebook page. I'm like, no, stop it, stop. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of that, I was in New Jersey with visiting some clients on Wednesday, and of course the smog had come in because it was 100 degrees, 102 I think was the highest I saw on my car.
Jeez.
It was nice though. I know I'm an idiot, but like getting in and out of the car, it was just like, oh, I just felt comfortable. I don't know.
Without the smog, it would have been lovely.
Well, the smog wasn't. It was hard to say because it was very, very overcast because of the heat. So it was probably a combination of the two.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're probably right.
What is up with Canada?
Right into it.
Why mince words? I mean, let's just do it.
Well, if you want to call in and tell us what's wrong with Canada, then you can also
would be
use the
good.
phone. Yeah, if you got insight that we don't, 631-451-1039 or text in. Let us know what the hell is wrong with Canada.
Yeah, we want to know. We want to know with these fires. And again, I mean, stuff happens. We totally get it. But like, this is the third. I think we counted the third year in a row. Zach, can we let's audit? Yeah, I know you know stuff, man. Yes.
Was that in 2023 or 2024?
Okay, we're A.
Was it
No,
23?
see, again, we're just... No.
See, we just did it again!
Whatever. No, I don't. But it was last year, too. And wasn't the year before? I feel like it's been going every summer.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe don't throw cigarettes in the woods. I don't know. Maybe keep your irrigation system going good. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a fireman or woman, but what I'm saying is that if you know this is something, I mean, we could pick on California too. If you know they have the propensity of this to happen, there are some precautions that you probably can take. I'm sure you can't mitigate it totally, but I mean, come on, the freaking place is burning up, like. Yeah. Right? I mean, the U.S. does rule. We've got smoke in the barrel. We rock. It's just, it's really annoying.
I don't know how they don't catch, every fire has to have a start to it. And it's not instantly as big as you see it on the video, like instantly from jump. It starts somewhere and somehow. I guess they're either slow to react or nobody calls it in, or I don't know.
Nothing, yeah.
Oh.
But it's amazing the distance that this smoke and it can go this far. The smell, the smoke, it's wild. I wish they'd keep their crap up there. I'm just saying, like every summer. So we had an event at the beach yesterday for Power, the nonprofit that I go. Jonathan Arroyo, who's an amazing professional boxer. He had the women out there doing stuff. But the sun really wasn't a sunset, but it was like orange. It was bright orange. It was just so weird. And the whole day, right? It wasn't like a sun. The sun didn't look right in the office. There was, the sun would come in the office because our little, Winnie, the office mascot, loves to find her sun. It was just like a weird, wild day.
It would shine off the door and be like orange red.
Yeah, it just seemed like Armageddon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
The red planet.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, it was kind of crazy. So so one of my meetings was I actually met with the lead singer of the Village People. Okay, right? So people are like, wait, but didn't he expire? Well, yes, he did, but not my guy. So for those of you that know, I have been managing the pension plan for the Village People, YMCA, since 1998, actually, is when I started working with them. And there was a situation that had started in 2014. They basically disbanded in 2018. But at my 20th anniversary, They did perform for all my clients. It was amazing. So the lead singer, who was in the group for like 38 to 40 years, is my client. So the gentleman that had just expired, he was in the group for 2 years. Let's just say he lived rough. I'm going to just leave it at that, and wasn't really an outstanding citizen for most of his time. And but he won some lawsuits and then took over the group, which is the group that you saw with Trump. So it wasn't my guys. I know there was a lot of communication or confusion that has been going on, because I got a bunch of my clients, and I love you guys. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I'm like, I don't even know him. I've never met him. So the gentleman that was the lead singer, he's actually the brother of Valerie Simpson. If you all remember Ashford and Simpson, "Solid as a Rock."
I didn't even know that.
Oh my gosh, you didn't know that? Yes, I'm full of data, my friend.
Wow.
But he is doing just fine, and we had a wonderful meeting, and that was that. And then I have another. I also have a client that is an aunt of a famous comedian and actor. I'm not going to name said person just because of whatever. But I met with her this week as well, and so she's a lovely lady. Love her. She's funny in her own right. So the whole family's got some funness going on there.
Very sweet person.
So, yeah,
Very sweet.
she's really, really cool. So yeah, so it's been a busy week. Just one other quick thing that I'm just going to interject. With the change, I mean, we've had technology explode as a sector, for many, many years, and AI and everything like that. We don't know where this is going to go, but we are starting to see a lot of people starting to get laid off. And not even laid off, they're more rift. Their reduction, is happening in a lot of the companies. And I just heard from somebody, I spoke to them this week. And one thing that many people are not aware of, if you get a lot of company stock from your firm, that goes into your 401k, there is an opportunity called NUA, which is Net Unrealized Appreciation. It's a tax strategy that enables a person to pay long-term capital gains on the appreciation of the company stock purchased within that company retirement plan. And the reason I say this is that this is an awesome opportunity, because let's just say you're in the 32% tax bracket, you're doing well, even if you're in the 24% tax bracket. If you do this NUA transaction, and you have to make sure you do it properly, you're not just rolling over your 401k. So I want to make that very important, but you need to segregate that stock and move it into a brokerage account. And what happens is that now that money that you roll will only be taxed for capital gains, which is 15%. If you roll it into an IRA and you're in the 24 or 32, when you take money out of that bad boy, it's going to be taxed at 24 or 32%. So you can save yourself a bunch of shekels on taxes if you just do it that way. Unfortunately, I think this person I spoke to, she decided to roll it over 2 days ago before she called me. So it says if you roll it over to an IRA, the NUA opportunity is lost forever. It's one of the fatal errors that people do when they roll over their 401ks. Now, it may not be applicable to you, but find out before you knee-jerk a decision. Take your time, breathe, and then move forward. So
That's very final.
it's very final. But I've done it several times, again, for the right situation for people. And, it makes a whole lot of sense. So, yeah.
Interesting.
So it's been a busy week. A lot of stuff going on. Some R&D planning. One thing that we're doing is, we project out when people have to take their RMDs. So I see a lot of people retiring in their late 50s or mid to late 50s and early 60s, and don't have to take those RMDs till 73 or 75. If they have a lot of pre-tax money, we're looking at some ways to roll over that money or convert that money to Roth IRAs. You have a sweet spot. You don't want to do it right before you have to take Medicare, because we don't want to go into IRMA. Can't explain that whole thing now, but you pay more money for your Medicare if you have those high income, and the Medicare looks 2 years prior. So we have a window. If you do retire early, call me now. Don't wait a couple of years. Call me now, and we can really save you on taxes. And what's the thing that we all want to do?
We don't want to pay taxes.
Well, we need to pay taxes.
We don't want to.
Exactly. Well, we don't want to, but if we can mitigate the amount that we have to pay, or
Yes.
you know, the percentage that we have to pay, that's a big win in my book.
Exactly.
So, you know, people get so upset, like, oh my God, like I have to pay 1%, or I got to do. Well, listen, if you're saving thousands of dollars, we earn that 1% like there's no place business.
Yeah,
You know.
and the RMD thing is very important because we've seen it at Diversified as well. We've had a big influx of clients going for their RMDs now for their first time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly. So, so it's all good. Well, stay tuned for our last segment. All right.
cool.
This stuff's just coming out of the air.
How it goes. One
Well,
more.
it's good. Like I think of like the things that we did during the week, and you know, people have questions, right? So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
good. So. So we'll do some FIFA. Fifi.
FIFA.
Fifi. That's the name of a dog. A poodle. Fifi.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch, I'm sure you did, Jackie Gleason, The Honeymooners?
Yes.
So, what's his friend? Jackie Gleason and, oh my God, he says it all the time, Alice is his wife. Trixie and, why can't I think of the one guy that I'm thinking of?
The two guys.
Ed Norton.
Norton and
Ralph and
Ralph.
Ed, Ed Norton. When he was, he was walking, sleepwalking, and they had to put a thing in it, and while he was walking, he's like, Fifi, Fifi. It was like this dog.
That's right. That's
But
right.
we're going to talk about FIFA.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my God.
I think I'm self-starch. I'm just giddy today. I don't know why. I'm just so happy.
That's partially the ADHD because I get that too.
It is the ADHD, and I was tired all day because I was like, I kept looking at my desk, and it's too much to do, and I'm exhausted about it. I can't get to it. I'm tired. Help me.
I'm just gonna write something else on here just so I don't forget to say it.
Do you hear that squeaking? Squeaking.
I don't.
Thank you. Thanks. Welcome back. You are listening to the Financial Chick Show, and yeah, it flew. This is the last segment of the day, of the week. Oh my goodness.
Point proven about how fast time goes.
It is just, it's really quite something. I can't even qualify or quantify it. I really can't.
Yeah, it's mildly irritating sometimes.
It's wild. I just feel like I can't catch my breath. But we're gonna pivot a little bit, right? We're gonna talk about FIFA, not Fifi, as I was talking about during the commercial break. We were talking going back, for those of you back in the day, Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners. So Ralph and Ed. Is it Ed or Norton? Norton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So when he was sleepwalking, he kept referring to Fifi. It was a dog that he had back in the day. So I'm in my corny joke. I'm like, we're not going to talk about Fifi, but we're going to talk about FIFA. So go, Mike. All right, here we go. So lame.
All right.
Lame of a joke.
So this is a little fun fact financially when it comes to FIFA and some things they changed recently. They actually restructured the World Cup for this year's tournament into a franchise model. So what that means is FIFA now runs the tournament directly instead of what they usually do, which is typically through local organizing committees, keeping the tickets, sponsorship, and media revenue, while the host cities cover the security and infrastructure bills when usually they do all that other stuff as well. So they usually make a lion's share of the money when FIFA doesn't take as much. But since FIFA's now running it differently to where they're running the tournament directly this time, they're pocketing a lot more of the money.
I guess
this
they
time
like
around.
capitalism. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like to me.
Unlike other people.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so this time around they're projected to pocket close to $8.9 billion, while the 11 United States host cities could be left holding a collective shortfall of up to $250 million.
Wow.
That's a big
I don't
difference.
think anybody's been talking about that
Yeah,
at all.
that's a big difference.
That's pretty crazy. And well, I mean, I'm going to say, why did they make the change? Obviously, the change is all about money, because it is all about money.
Yeah.
But wow, that doesn't sound really like a socialism type of thing. That sounds very capitalistic to me.
Yeah.
Things that make you go, alrighty then.
Yep, and speaking of them rolling out different changes, they also did something else with something called the dynamic ticket pricing for the first time in this tournament, in the history of the tournament. So their face values for these dynamic ticket pricings start at $60, but they can max out at as much as $7,875.
Chump change.
Yep.
Give me 5 tickets.
For a Category 1 seat at the final. Industry trackers have already crowned this as the most expensive World Cup ever. No contest.
Wow.
I mean, that goes without saying when tickets are as high as that possibly.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, and if you think about it, I mean, I don't know what propelled it to such notoriety, I guess, this year. I mean, we knew it happened. It happens every 4 years. But I've never seen so much. Was it because we were hosting it?
That's probably
Is that,
major.
have we ever not, I really don't know, to be quite honest with you. Have we ever not, like, okay, Zach knows. Come on. All right. Oh, country. Okay.
Yeah, a lot more qualifiers.
Countries,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to feign some ignorance right now because I unfortunately personally despise soccer. I'm not into it. Despite how much I love sports, soccer's not one of the points of interest for me. I'd rather watch golf than soccer, to be completely honest right now. But I mean, the tournament's been around forever. I don't know if the U.S. has hosted. I imagine they have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
yeah.
So it's been a while. All right. So I get the hype then. I understand that whole thing. Now it's just interesting. I'm just wondering why.
It's gotta be that.
A lot of what do they call it? Pricing. I'm sorry.
The
what is it?
dynamic
pricing.
yeah.
Many companies are doing that now. They're doing it in supermarkets and stuff too. You know, like so it's very, very. That's a very nouveau type of thing, especially in the theater district. We talked about plays earlier in the show, and they do that where if you go on like a Tuesday, or they know when it's slow and they'll give away tickets at pretty inexpensive prices, but they know that they slam you with the highest prices that they can get out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's definitely got to do with the fact that it's being hosted here, because in the past we would always hear Americans talk about how nobody cares, we don't care, like
Yeah,
nobody cares
yeah.
about soccer, I'm not going to watch it, it's boring. And now this year, like everybody, it's the talk of the town now. This
Well,
time.
I mean, it has brought in a lot of revenue otherwise, in that people are going to the restaurants, they're traveling, and the excitement, and people coming to the United States for the first time ever in their lives, and so I mean, I'm not a big soccer fan too. I will be honest. I've watched a couple of it, not the full game, but I usually tune in at the end. But it is kind of fun. I mean, it's that whole camaraderie. I mean, I think sports, music, these are all things that bring people together. So in the time that we're in, I don't think it's such a bad idea.
Oh, it's a big positive. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. My daughter works, she's bartending now, and gosh, the nights go well. I mean, they'll have the games this weekend, but when the U.S. the place was overflowing, and she said it was so busy and crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Now we got another speaking of like big price ranges and big differences. This is one that you even pointed out. So in Guadalajara, Mexico, hotel room price discrepancies. This is insane. So they even say there's never been anything stranger as far as like the price swings. So hotel rooms that averaged $90 a night last summer.
$90.
$90.
Just keep that in mind, which is amazing.
They're now listed at $511, which is the single biggest jump of any host market in the tournament. And very funnily so, and also definitely by fact, it's just true. At the very end of this particular point, it says, book early next time or plan on bringing a sleeping bag.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, the majority of people, that's a big nut to crack. I mean, how do you afford that?
And especially if you imagine you're paying that for a hotel room, and you're also towards the top of that dynamic ticket
Yeah,
price.
so the ticket, like, that's it, yeah, basically, you're not taking a vacation for like 3 years just to recoup from
My
that.
God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane.
Wow.
So you got all that information thrown at you. Now you're probably wondering from the other side what's going on with that. Now this is interesting. From the other side, the spending side.
Mm.
You got the charging perspective, what they're charging people. Now how about from the other side of things? So the card swiping is telling a different story than what you really hear typically. We were just talking over the break too about how we're hearing about how a lot of people are pulling back, especially with everything going on right now.
Mm. Now
the Bank of America data shows that overall consumer spending across the 16 World Cup host cities, it's up 6.3% year over year,
Just a nice number.
with spending from visitors traveling in from out of town surging to 16.7%.
Wow. Wow.
Now we're always talking about how we feel like maybe the eye test doesn't work sometimes, but for you and I mean, we always talk about it. We don't see things slowing down, despite what some people or some
Media.
statistics
Yeah.
or people in the media, like you say, might be saying.
Mm-hmm.
We we just don't see it. And then there are stats like this that support what we say. I don't know. Maybe it's a fact of the eye test failing or succeed. I don't know.
Well, in my client meetings this week, we were talking about it, and being in New York and New Jersey, I said, the same thing, and they're like, "Wow, I don't really say." I go, "I think it's because we live in this bubble, the New York, New Jersey, the metro area. People at our restaurants, people falling out, they're around the corner waiting to eat. I mean, everything. The roads are ridiculous. Oh my gosh, like traffic is everywhere. So people are not tamping down. So it's either they're spending money that they have or spending money that they don't have, and credit card debt's going to be a problem in the next 6 months to a year. So that will only time will tell.
Yeah.
I guess, but wow, that's pretty wild.
And as far as something to look out for the World Cup, for those who do care, we'll be watching the final this weekend. Argentina is in the final against Spain, and Argentina has the opportunity to actually be repeat champions, as they won the last one in 2022 as well. And the only other repeats in World Cup history were Italy in 1934 and 1938, and Brazil in 1958 and 1962. So it'll be the first time any country repeats in a lot of decades.
Wow,
So
very
just something to look out for.
interesting. Very, very interesting. So you got a pick?
Probably go Argentina again. They're a pretty safe pick, and I don't know enough, admittedly. So I don't shy away from
It would just be like a country I like. What about you? You got any picks?
There you go.
Whoa! Did you place any bets? Oh man, missed opportunity. Look at me encouraging them to gamble. Put money into your Roth. Not that. No.
There you go.
I have to save face or whatever. But all right, well that's a wrap, man. So thank you all for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Remember to do better, be better. Take care for now, and I look forward to being with you again next Friday. May the market be with you.
I like how you brought that back.
What?
I'm glad you brought back the "May the markets be with you."
Oh yeah, right. I gotta bring it back.
Yep.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Enjoy this summer weather.
And avoid the smoke.
And smoke.